Hello everyone, today we are going to see the Recyclerview in Android Studio. First of all, I am going to create one project in Android. I just click the create project and I am going to choose the empty activity and click the next. And you can see here I want to give the Android app name. So here I just type test, no, it's just like Recyclerview project. So I am keeping the package name as it is. This is previously I gave for the one project, so this is my project name. So I am choosing the language as Java. So I am keeping the minimum SDK version as 21, that for 5.0, that lollipop one. So I just click finish. Project loaded successfully. So I am going to expand the resources and layouts and main activity. So here I want to get the recycler view, so I click the split view in the right top. Here I am changing the view as recycler view. So I'm giving the match parent and give the ID as so I created recycler view here. So in order to populate the card view inside the recycler view, I have to create one layout. So I right click in the layout, new layout resource file. I am calling it as my layout. I change the root element as card view. So here I am going to edit my card view. So I'm going to put the text view inside the constant layout. I just control exit. I just create constraint layout. So I'm giving the card details hard height as 150 dp mean density pixel. So here I just going to paste the text view which I created before. So you can see here error is coming up. The thing is, if you put constant layout, we have to set up the position, otherwise our layout, our views showing the errors. I just set up the constant layout. So I'm going to give the image view height as 100 dp, height and width as 100 dp, id img id. So here I forgot to give the id here, text view tv id. I just gave it as text view id, that's why I gave like tv id. So here the again error come for the image view. I'm going to fix this one. In default, I am going to add one image to the image view. For that, in the resource, I right click the resource and new, click the vector asset. After that, I want to choose the icon. I'm going to choose the color. You can see the name. I copy the name and next, and I finish it. So I'm going to set up the image into the image view, which is previously I created. So I'm going to add another text view below the previous text view. I'm going to give the text size as 20 dp. Here I'm going to give the text size as 30 dp. So I'm created Recyclerview and layout. So now I am going to create one package name, which is called the adapter. New package name, that's called adapter, and another package I'm going to create, that's called model. So inside the model I'm going to create one class, new class, that's called model class. I'm going to create a person model. So I am giving the I am using the proper naming convention. If you are using Java, you have to make sure you have to use correct naming convention. So in Java, in default, if you are creating any of the class, if the class name starts with a capital letter, that's fine. So I am using a proper naming convention here, the person, and I'm going to create one class called model class. I just hit enter. Use private string, the first one called id. So in Android Studio, if you are using Ctrl D, that will duplicate the elements. So I just Ctrl D, and first one is like, second one is like, first one is id, second one for the name, third one is a description, fourth one is a image link. That's fine. Create one constructor. So just right click and go to generate and click the constructor and select all the field. Just click OK. After that, right click, generate constructor. I'm going to create one default constructor. So this is created now. So after that, I want to create the in Java, you must know about the encapsulation. I'm going to create getters and setters. In right click, generate getters and setters. I select Ctrl A and OK. So our model class is ready. So now I am going to create one adapter class. The adapter, and right click, new Java class. Here I am going to create one adapter class, which is called adapter person. So I just hit enter. So in the adapter class, I am going to extend Recyclerview adapter. So inside the Recyclerview adapter, I am going to create another class called viewholder. Adapter person class, I created one class called view holder person, which is going to extend Recyclerview view holder. You can see in Android Studio that will generate all the codes. For I just click the bell icon and see there are one first option, create constructor matching super. I just click that one and it's automatically creating constructor for that field. So again I click the adapter class and I call the inner class as a generic class adapter person and view holder. That's fine. So I again click that and implement the methods. So you don't know how we want to implement all the methods. The thing is, so this is the abstract class. I hope you guys know about the abstract class. In order to implement the abstract class, we must implement all the methods here. So for now I'm going to create implements. So these are the methods which we are going to implement in this class, because we are extend the adapter.recyclerview.adapter. Here I am going to create two properties, that's called context and second one is list. Here list we have to pass one object. For in our case I created person model, so I'm going to pass this model, this class name as object for the list. So you can see it's showing error because we not yet implemented this class location here. I just click this one, and if you are using a Windows user, just click Alt Enter. So in my case I am using Mac, I am going to click Option Enter. That will automatically enter. So again I click the list and Alt Enter. If you are using Windows user, I am going to click Option Enter. That will automatically import the class. So I am creating the list here. So I am going to create one constructor for the adapter person. I right click, generate constructor, Control A, OK. So I created successfully. For here in the third method you can see we have to pass the item count. So in our case our item count coming from the list, so I just type list dot size. That's fine. So here view holder, you can see here this is the one method which is return view holder person class object. So I'm going to create one view object, layout inflator. So I want to inflate a layout from the context which is passed through the constructor. Then I want to equal this constructor here. So I just copy the context here and paste here. Inflate. So in the inflate I have to pass the layout which I created before. That layout called my layout, second one. And the second parameter is I have to pass the parent which is coming in the method generation. And second one is like fault, that's called attach rules. We never attach any of the things, so attach rules is false. I going to return this object, but the thing is this is a view, but the thing is this method only accepts view holder person. So that's why I'm going to create one object, new view holder person. Then after that I'm going to pass the view object. So this will work perfectly. So then on bind view holder. So here I want to create list dot get. I want to pass the position here, copy that one and paste it here. So I'm going to equal this one into the model class which I created before, that's called person model. That's fine. You can see here in our Recyclerview holding the view of this card view. So here this is my card view. The card view have three properties, two text views and one image. So I am going to get these properties into our view holder class. So I just click the view holder. I am going to the view holder class. I just declare the two properties which I created before in the card view. Text view name, text view description and image view. So inside that method I'm going to cast the IDs. So first one, TV name equal to, I want to pass this parameter here. I copy this one and paste it here. Item view dot find b by ID r dot id dot, that's called TV ID. I control D, again change the name as TV description and pass the ID here, TV description ID. After that, that image view, item view dot find b by ID r dot id dot image view ID. So here I successfully get the IDs in the view holder person class. So now I am going to set the view inside the onVine view holder method. So here I click inside, and so I just call this holder dot. If I click the dot, that will give the names which we declare inside the view holder person class. So holder dot TV name, then we are going to set the text, the text coming from the model object which we get it in the list dot get name. After that, holder dot TV description, send set text person model dot get description. That is fine. For the image, we will keep it as it is. After it's Recyclerview working successfully, we will add the image view here. As of now, we will just keep it as it is. So here I again go to that my main activity. So I am going to declare the properties which I created before. Private Recyclerview. I am going to call the adapter class So this is the list view that's holding the person model object. I am going to give the ID of the Recyclerview here. I am going to cast the ID dot ID dot, that's called Recyclerview ID. Then Recyclerview dot set has fixed size. So I make this one as true. This it's accepting only Boolean values. Again, so in the list, I call the list here. I implement the list view with new array list. Then in the list dot add, this list only accepting the values the person model. So I just call the I creating the person model here. So here I want to pass the four parameters which is inside that model class. You can see here ID, name, description, and the image link. 4 properties are strings. So I just going to pass 4 strings here. First string I just copy, I just click Ctrl D. So all added here. So after that, I'm going to create one linear layout manager. Here I want to pass one parameter, that is this class context. So I am calling the adapter class which I declared before, that's called adapter person. So in order to implement the adapter person here, in the adapter person class, I pass two constructor here. One is context, second one is a list. So I just go to that main activity and adapter person equal to, I'm going to create one object, adapter person. The first one is like the context name is this activity name, main activity dot this, and second parameter is list, which is this one. I copy the list and put it here. So this is done. After that I call the Recyclerview, then set adapter. I pass the adapter person which I created before. As of now it's done. For just check whether it's working or not. So I'm using M1 Mac. This doesn't have a proper Android emulator. So if you are guys using any Intel machines, you don't need to worry about that. For now it's the earliest stage Android emulators I have, so I'm going to run this one. Our Recyclerview is working successfully. For now I'm going to stop the video. From the next video we are going to see how we can create an interface and implement on click. And another thing is, you can see here I created card view, but we can't see any of the difference here, because that I'm going to the layout and I'm going to add the margin here. Margin, just give like 10 TP. So now I click restart and see card view is visible or not. You can see here now its card view is working successfully. And thank you.